Okay, this is a tutorial for you guys if you don't know how to put on a Fortune engine. By the way, I will drop this. This is the one engine that I made by my friend. Okay, now let's start. This engine pack. First of all, you want to see this. It's in the MISC. After you have the pack, you must take the MISC out. Everything that is in the instruction that says put it in a MISC. So first let me pull up an example of the 13B. This one is based off a 13B engine. It uses the scripts as a 13B, but most of it is homemade. Okay, let's pull this. This is the one that works. Use this all the time. First of all, it will come in this type of things. You'll see a part that has Fortune 13B and another part that has put on the body. As you can see, the part you put in the body, it's okay, don't put it somewhere else, because if you put it inside the engine shake here, it's gonna shake it and it doesn't want to look, and it will not look great. So this part won't be shaken much. And this is the manifold heat. You will see here, it basically heats up, changes the color when the engine revved on to the red line. And this is the cam and gears, the place where it spins. And I have a tip for you. If you have this part right here and you don't know where to put the part or where to position it, the motors, just put it in here, and then there it's positioned. It's on a pivot of the motor. The motor is on a pivot of the object. Now there, we're done with the cam and gears. After that, move to engine shake. In the engine shake, you'll see this part. You'll see the gearbox. Don't worry about that. And there is all the best parts that is inside the engine shake model pack. It basically, if it's detect any model pack models in this kind of group, it will make the motor shake. This is the motor shake right here. As you can see, it's not really in the middle, but it's okay. After the engine shake, you basically put everything in this part right here. Then just center the motor, whatever you want to look like. Then let's move to the timing belt. I suggest if you're a beginner, put it all on zero transparency, so it's easier to look at. And then you basically start from 1 and then to 11 here. So if you want to move it here, then move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 and 12. Make sure the 11 is close to 1, because it will make a loop. And yeah, it's basically done. And now I forgot another part, the turbochargers. I don't recommend using the turbos because it's hard to configure it, and sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it works. And I recommend to use the cam and gears for this, because you can just set the turbo settings inside the chassis tune anyways. So yeah, you can just make a turbo spin using the gear. But if you don't have any gear left, just use the turbo as it intended for the turbo. And another thing is that it will set automatically if there is something inside the turbo part, because it will set how many boosts it will have and other things. And yeah, it's basically done. So now let me demonstrate some of it. So let me load into the game real quick. After reloading game, this is a example of the 13B Fortune I did yesterday or something. It has a big single in it. This one is a new one. So yeah, just go in there and you will see most of the part spins. And look at this. If you doesn't align it properly, it won't work and it won't be smooth. I need to move this block kinda a little bit. Now don't think about it. Now you will see the turbo spins fine with idling, engine shakes, the pack fire works, Yeah, everything is going great. So yeah, this is basically it for the the parts that you need to do it. And this is one of the other things. This is one of the FM engines, but I have tried many engines before in the engine pack. This one made the whole engine block and engine head disappear. This one doesn't work because this doesn't have any script in it. Or maybe you could transplant this kind, the other engine script into this one. And I recommend using this RB26. It has a lot of features and it's fortunate. And another thing is that all of the things in here are working. Another thing is this 4G63T. This one is working fine too. And yeah, it's a Mitsubishi motor. So yeah, nothing to complain. This is a RB26 motor, quad turbo one. So yeah, I have used this in my old silver build, but I haven't checked on that old build yet. So yeah, this is finally all of the Fortune engines. And there is a kit for you to make Fortune engines, but you need to get the engine first. So yeah, and remember, this thing is leaked, so don't use this. I saw people told me that that thing is leaked. Yeah, we're basically done. Yeah, let's move on to the scripting part. So let me pull up a clean build without any Fortune engines in it. Okay, let me pull my Prius in it. This one has a Fortune RB26 in it. It's a white body Prius. So first of all, you're gonna have to see this is an aftermarket C49R engine. This is basically put everything in here. After you put all of that, you have this kind of misc here. You basically read the instructions, copy this code, and then go paste it inside of here, inside of the initialize. There will be a misc weld in there. And yeah, this one already has an engine, so I won't be moving anything. So but if you doesn't have any misc weld scripts in here, you just can paste it in and it will be done. And then let's move to the another part. After you put the misc weld code in it, you must drag this AC6 engine pack into the plugins here. Like this is the plugins right here, but I don't want to put that in now because I already have it. And then for the last part, you can move this engine around and then position it in the engine bay. After you position it into the engine bay, put it in misc. After it is in misc, then you're done. Just go to delete the welds, and yeah, you're basically done. And here is some of the tools I use. This view one is used to create maps and other shiz. So yeah, this is all I want to say about this thing. So let's move on to another example. Sorry, this is an OBJ build, but I modified some of it to cut the back off, so could put my Fortune 4 rotor engine in it. And now you will see this aftermarket intake is a aftermarket intake. This one is pulled off a stock 13B. Yeah, you just gotta be creative and find a way around it to make a better engine. And I will show you one of my old functional 13B rally cars. So this one is a Celica. It's a GTS model. It's Celica GTS. It's not that big of a deal. Many people doesn't like it, but yeah, I like it so much. Just pop on the hood, you will see this. It doesn't look great on the outside, but it looks good in the inside. So you see this, it's spins better. So this is the advantage. If you move the fortune timing belt correctly, it will look good. Now let me ref it. As you can see, it shakes, the turbo spins as it intended. You see, if it is in the turbo one, when it's idle, it won't spin. And you see, this is the manifold, so it will glow up like that. After that, it's done. Everything is done. There is a script also to make the car blow up smoke. Yeah, but this is not a video for today, and I will make another video on how to do fortune interiors. Sorry, this car is an electric. Most of the part here is full of the FM market, because I don't really make Blender stuff because I'm not too good at it. And yeah, sorry for the Craig build. Now let's move on to another car. This one is a Bozozoku one. So yeah, this is another explanation of a supercharged one. As you can see, the supercharger is here. So if you want to change something, like to change how it works or something, how the belt width is, just go in it and then press 2 4 5s or something. After you place the belt width that you want, delete the welds, go in. And by the way, that car kit is custom car kit. I made it myself. It doesn't look that great, but it's my first kite eraser. Sorry, it is glitched. See, because of the freaking things, it won't work right now. Because of the 5 value inside of it. And you will see if the car has camber and one of the wheels isn't on camber, it won't work. Just trust me on that advice. Now you will see the timing belt size increased a bit. And this is, it opens because I put it on the top of the body one. And this is a supercharged LS one, because I don't have any engine to put it beside that looks good on the Bozozoku one. So yeah, sorry. Goodbye.